Hello, everybody, and welcome to another custom card design challenge with me and Beard, a very prolific Arkham custom content creator who has made a lot of stuff. Most notably, the Old Mariner's Gift, which was our last video in this series. And we're here again with another piece from Beard's art collection. And this one is very interesting. I think there's a lot of ways that we could potentially take this. So I started the last one by throwing some ideas out. Beard, I'm curious to see when you look at this card, what are you thinking?
Well, the obviously mystic stuff, but I'm trying to think if there's other ways we could take it, like something more secret because of the chemicals there.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems very mysticky right off the bat, but is there something else we could do? That's funny, yes, just zoom in on the hand. Yeah, that's the piece. Yeah, because I guess we also could zoom in on just the liquid too, right? And then it could be like that flask that we got in Drowned City with a little bug in it. Yeah, like some elixir.
Yeah, or maybe making it into an event card of some kind.
Yeah. I actually honestly feel like event on this could be pretty sweet. That would honestly be some solid investigator artwork. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, we've already done our investigator design for the day. And we got to save all those for this. Even though we're slowly eating into the... I mean, there's always more art for investigators, but... All right.
Yeah, I've got tons more.
So let's think about this. All right, so it's like a magic Molotov cocktail, right? Or alternatively, like a magic healing drought, right? That could be a way we could take this. Notably, there's birds in the background. I don't know how visible those would be on the card, but there are three crows flying in the background.
Distilled spirits, the other kind.
Boop. And then they fly out of there.
Some kind of magical moonshine, I don't know.
Oh, an illicit mystic item?
Yes, let's do illicit cards out of Rogue.
An illicit mystic item. Magic moonshine. Can we just call it magic moonshine?
Let's start with that.
Okay, let's play around with that idea. Let's play around with that. I'll save this and we'll get that started. Okay. Give me an event. All right, get the card in here. Whoa, lady. Okay. Just go Mystic. And we're just going to call this Magic Moonshine. All right, so here is our starting point. And then illicit. We know we want illicit. And it's not an item. I mean, we could also make this an asset, right? Like it could be like following that kind of thing too. If we can't do something with this.
Let me ask, how does the art look in the asset frame instead? Because right now I'm not liking this.
I mean, we also could do a zoom in on the actual thing card too. So like on the actual moonshine.
Yeah, but I want to see the birds.
That is true. I don't think it's going to be better. I'm just telling you. my guess right now. All right, let's see. I made her so tiny.
And then we can't see the bottle at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So what if we make the bottle the focus? Let's just see what that's like. I mean, that looks pretty good. Once it's like actually put into frame. And then the plus side is you can do what Fantasy Flight does and use another part of the card for another piece of art, right?
The old double dipping.
Magic Moonshine. Okay, we also could get a little bit funky. I'm going to just try this also in the skill frame. Because we are gods here. We can do whatever we want, right?
Naturally.
Oh, no. No, no, that one won't work. So I was trying to see if I can get the birds in, too. Okay. I do like the frame like this with the bottle as the focus. I think that's pretty all right.
Bottle focus is okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a trait for like a magic thing that isn't a spell, or is it just spell?
What about
I know there's
occult?
Occult. Yes, that's perfect. Illicit occult.
We're doing it. We're breaking the system.
Yeah. And you know what? It's gotta be good in Finn. It's gotta be. Those are the rules.
Yeah, if we're gonna do out of pocket illicit, it has to be good with him.
All right. So here's a question: what if we did a play on Tennessee Sour Mash? Like that could be a way we could go. Nah, but he can already play those. All right, so here's a question, right? You drink moonshine, what does it do to you? Like, what does it do to you in the game of Arkham? Does it, like, pump you up? Does it heal you?
I think it like makes you get clues better because it's like opening your like dream awareness kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Don't Zoogs have moon wine or something like that?
Probably, that does sound right. Yeah, they do. They do have moon wine. To loosen his tongue. Lower inhibitions.
Might be a way to take it there.
Okay. Just gonna put some starting text on here. That's probably a good place to start. Let's just start. I like starting with 3 supplies. We can start there.
Yeah, supplies. Get out of here, charges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, screw you, Mystics. I mean, we also want to make sure Mystics can use it. I mean, I guess like a big. I mean. Okay. Here's just like a classic boring Justin thought to get things started. All right? Like what if it had like a weird I mean like here's like the idea for just like what for the opening like your senses to the dream world with that stuff with like just like get your book better, right? Which is just like action. I don't know. Spend 1 supply. You get so like this is like the basic one. Because I was also thinking, like, as a starting point for an idea of just, like, something that Finn would care about, like, using to over-succeed, or maybe not even using, for like lockpicks, right? Like or like not using lockpicks, but still has like that rogue sensibility to it. And also, if Dexter can play it, that would be pretty sick too, right? I think this is bad on what I have here, but like this is like the first intention for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But what if it's... What if we get, like, even funkier? What if this was, like, the starting point? When you would draw an encounter card, exhaust Magic Moonshine, and spend 1 supply. Because I'm trying to think of like what to me represents like the dream world, and all the ones who kind of have that kind of thing are a little bit like they're kind of like it's like hooked into like the mythos side of the thing. Parlay, spend 1 supply. Enemies you're engaged with get minus something. I mean, yeah, you could just share the drink with your friends. That'd be with the enemies. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what would be useful to Finn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like drinking it would let you substitute other skills into skill tests.
Yeah. Kind of like an Empower Self style variant.
Something like that, but it's like it's hard to put into words here. Alternately, maybe you like drink it at the start of your turn and you get a payoff based on something at the end of your turn.
Yeah. Oh, I like... Okay. I'm kind of into that.
So it'd be like after your turn begins or Magic Moonshine enters play, spend 1 supply.
Yeah. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna put this in just here kind of like as a starting point. So exhaust. I guess it would be better like this. Spend 1 supply. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a... I like your end of the turn thing, also because it goes with our the dirty cop guy we designed too. Like for the flavor, like that thing. So I'm just trying to like, so like what I'm trying to put is like at end of your turn, if took. So like this is kind of like I once again I'm just putting in the basic stuff, right? So it's like kind of like something like this, right? Like where if you hit a threshold. Oh no. Okay. Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna copy this and put this, but I just got an idea too. I'm just gonna put this in the comments. Okay. After you I don't know the wording. Resolve a test where you added 2 or more skills together. draw a card. So it's like that kind of idea. Where it's like, because Mystics can do that in their Read the Signs, Spectral Razor, and then Rogues just have that in their thing. So like Dexter, Safina, and Finn, right? Like they would all like this card.
Is draw a card enough, though?
No, that's just the text I put on there just because that's an easy thing to put in. But, like, what do we think about that idea where it's about when you add two skills together? Because that is a Mystic and Rogue path crossing, right?
I like it.
And it would include circle tests, yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Also would be really good in that one scenario in Dark Matter. Or, like, any scenario where you just have to, like, they sometimes force you to put two symbols to two skills together. But I do think it needs a better payoff for sure. I just put that in there because it's easy, but I mean it could be like take an immediate action as if it was your turn.
Yeah, bonus actions are always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the official Mystic Rogue Gators are either Dexter or Safina, or I guess Gloria to some extent, but she doesn't get a whole lot of it.
But she can play Cheap Shot.
And for our upcoming cycle we're doing here, the Rogue is Mystic Guardian.
Yeah. Blood of Thoth is shaken in range. Yeah, Blood of Thoth, we don't talk about that card. That card may have missed the mark.
Blood of Thoth is in a puddle next to the drain. We're just gonna sweep it over.
Yeah. We're just see ya. Okay. I mean, I like this. Honestly, actually seems like an archetype that you can do. Like this, add two stats together.
Yeah.
Because I also like so to me, like what this is all about is that like. The adding the stats together and then drinking the moonshine is it's like you're like, and then you take an action. It's like you're so like hyper focused from it, like it's like you're like so like amped up, right?
Yeah. The ultimate stimulant.
And when they say moon, they mean moon. It's the magic moonshine.
To the moon.
Yeah. I like the idea of like inferring that it is like moonshine. You know? It's actually like that's
fun.
all right. I mean,
If it's good enough for the Zoogs, it's good enough for me.
I mean, you know, we actually should just call it like moon wine. We actually should just call it that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Is there a quote involving that from a book we could put in the?
Probably. I don't know the text to Dream Quest off the top of my head.
Yeah, I just did a quick Google. It was there before, but then it got replaced by the stupid generative AI.
Hate that thing.
Yeah, me too. They make a fermented wine from the sap of the moon tree. Okay.
You don't have to do a direct quote. Maybe you can do something like 70 proof straight from the moon tree. It's illicit because you stole it from the Zoogs.
From the moon tree. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. That's fun. I mean, this probably feels like a level 0 card with its effect because it's not fast or anything, right?
Yeah, you're. Oh, we also haven't decided on cost yet.
Yeah, cost or symbols or anything, but
it's an action and some amount of resources up front for potentially 3 actions later.
yeah. And then also like supplies, so you can actually build around it to put more on here.
Yeah.
I think it unfortunately should be slotless, even though she's holding it in her hand, because I don't think I would ever hold this in a hand slot.
Yeah.
What does the cost feel to you? I'm curious what you're thinking, because you and I have usually said the same thing, and I have a number in my head, but I don't want to say it yet. So what are you thinking?
Honestly, I'd go 1 cost. I feel 2 cost just isn't quite.
That was the number. That was the number I was exactly thinking too. So that's a good sign.
Perfect, locked in.
Yeah. And then what do you think for icons?
Let's give it a foot symbol.
All right, let's do it.
Fast.
Okay. I mean, Finn would play this card, and there's a reason that there's definitely a reason you would take this card in Finn. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, focusing on the bottle was the right choice here.
Yeah. And I think the flavor of it, apart from, it being very strong, I think we came up with something really clever for the flavor too. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is good work.
Yeah. 70 proof straight from the moon tree. That's some great that's a great flavor text too.
I should probably be a comma after proof.
Good call. Do you want to give me the artist?
This one didn't have a name, but like an actual name, but it was an artist going by the name of Frittata Art. So it's like frittata with RT at the end. Frittata Art.
Tart like that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So yeah, I'd play this in Safina. I mean, I actually could play this in like I would love to play it in a Mystic deck that is like using like looping Read the Signs and or Spectral Razor. So also is that the right text for it? Is it skills? It is skills, right?
Yeah, skills are for some reason both skill cards and the skills.
Perfect.
Like the stats of investigators. More overloaded words.
Yeah. No doubt.
It would kind of be fun to make a joke that just like trying to repeat words as often as possible with different meanings. Like,
yeah.
Like after you use 2 of your skills, commit a skill. Like, oh.
And yeah, the whole evade thing is just like, I mean, honestly, it would be fun to make some player cards that just like literally take advantage of that, Just some custom cards that just like use them in those ways. A little cheeky fun. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good card, and I think it might seed some things for the future for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna. I feel like we're thinking the same thing. So that is pretty. I mean, even like Lily with the butterfly swords.
Oh yeah, it could work with her.
Like, yeah, you actually could just like use your butterfly swords and use your. I mean, like, so that's like a sign of like interesting card design, right? Where suddenly it's like, oh yeah, I would love to use that here, 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 or here, right?
Yeah, the neurons are firing.
That's sweet. All right, but yes, if anyone's wondering, Beard and I, we haven't admitted it, we haven't said it to each other or even out loud yet, but this is probably going to lead to a full set. Yeah, map the area for Seekers, Mr. Luke Robinson.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I'm in it. All right. Well, nice job, Beard. We did another banger. I love to see it.
Yeah, we're cranking them out.
And what I really like about this one is that it has a very, like, I think like the payoff is like, the payoff's pretty obvious, just taking action, right? But I think the trigger is a very interesting trigger, and I'm very curious to potentially explore that in an investigator in the future, potentially.
For sure.
So, sweet. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back for another one of these in the near future, because as you can tell, Beard and I are having tons of fun doing it. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you for the next one, which should be coming out in the near future. Have a good one, and as always, a GG's.